welcome fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you once again to this amazing platform. Thank you for joining us on our program. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being part of us. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Like and share to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Join us on this radical evangelism. Let us carry everybody along because it is our responsibility. This platform where you are watching this program is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a place where we bring information that has to do with the restoration of Biafra, a place where we bring information and updates coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. In this platform, we say things the way they are without any political correctness. We expose every evil of the zoo, all their secret agenda and the secret war they are fighting against the Biafrans. We bring it before the whole world. All their secret agenda, we expose it and we'll let the world know the truth and nothing but the truth.
It is important that these so-called Democrats understand this. When thousands of Nigerians die in hospital beds due to lack of electricity or lack of medication, it is a crime. They are responsible for these sanctions. They are responsible for these deaths. The same thing happens in Mali. With Burkina, we have indirect sanctions because people have to understand. When they take their orders from the other side, they come and do everything to apply it. It is shameful. We are called putschists. We are not French. We do not understand what that means. And the local people, who surely do not even understand the profound meaning of the word, also call us putschists. Very well, we appropriate it. Over the years, as far as Burkina Faso is concerned, you may have noticed all the bodies have been destructured. No more training, nothing left for the army. They imposed in all our major states, all our schools and all our strategic structures, what they called military councils. When we revolted on September 30th, 2022, the first thing was to find out who these military councils were and where they were. So we were able to identify that the evil was deep. And the first thing was to ask them to leave our army. They left. And what I told you not long ago, you cannot hope to find your lost object by calling on the one who stole it to come and help you find it. When we asked the military councils to leave, we felt manifestations. We were made to understand that we would not be able to get by without them. And every time they told us, it was translated by attacks on the ground. We received the message well. At the dawn of the year 2023, we decided to tell the foreign forces present here to leave because we want to fight in Burkina Faso. They did not surely appreciate it, but why come and die on our land for us? We prefer to fight ourselves. We ask them to return home. Unfortunately, I tell you here today, as I like to say, colonization has returned. There are slaves of Ceylon who still have not understood. In the meantime, military officers wrote to us and approached us to tell us that it was a very bad decision and that we would not last 2 months. Files were written. We were sent these files to make a strategic analysis of their thoughts. We said either we are sovereign or we remain slaves forever. Indeed, when the last soldier left Burkina Faso, we understood what it was about. The attacks followed immediately. Dehao, Timnikov, Partiaga, and so on. But what they had forgotten was that the people of Burkina Faso had understood our message. And had engaged in the same way as we did. We reorganized quickly, and suddenly we noticed that all the sleeping terrorists had woken up in Burkina Faso. We reorganized the army as quickly as possible. At an unequal speed, we have created several units, and even if several others are yet to come, we have equipped them. And today this equipment continues because in the days to come, the months to come, what you will see coming to Burkina Faso must make our army a power to fear. We will not hesitate about the means. We understood that the fight against imperialism will be hard, very hard. But only the hard ones will pass, and the Burkinabés are hard, and we will pass. We have put on guard for more than a year the local valets, the slaves of Salon, so that they do not betray their country for the benefit of imperialism. Some have understood and organized themselves. Others have not understood. Maybe they thought they were smarter, but today we have no more feelings about this theft. Whoever betrays his country for the benefit of imperialism, he will be treated as such. Returning to our famous ECOWAS, since we decided to leave the ECOWAS, the slaves of Salon have been driven everywhere. They want to scare the people. They want to scare everyone. God, thank you. In a recent past, there were only a handful of people who had the right to speak. On the TV sets, that's what they said, who were ready for the gospel. Today, with the new technologies, which of course have advantages and disadvantages, everyone has the right to speak. And I think the Yayes are the first to confirm this. Everyone can make his own analysis of a situation. We can certainly make mistakes, but when we come to understand, we are open to explain the process. Here we will explain to you why we left the ECOWAS and where we are going. Remember that it was in 1975 that it was created. And it was created for the majority of state leaders, putschists, as they like to say. It was the military who took the power and took the responsibility to create the ECOWAS, so that there was a real economic growth of the people inside this space. Later, the so-called Democrats were invited to the heads of our states. They completely emptied the community of its foundation. When on June 26, Nigeria decided to take its destiny into its own hands, we were surprised to see the ECOWAS appear on June 16th with a force in wait. Where was this force? When thousands and thousands of Nigerians were killed by terrorists, where was this force? When thousands of Malians and Burkinabés died under the bullets of terrorists, they said that by force they were going to house the valiant sons of Nigeria who took the destiny into their own hands. Do you believe that these are women who are in Nigeria? There are fighters there. The Nigerian army is a warrior. It has been fighting for years. It is not a parade army or a peacekeeping army. And the armies of the ECOWAS have decided to unite. We are waiting for this force in wait. It is important that these so-called Democrats understand this. When thousands of Nigerians die in hospital beds due to lack of electricity or lack of medication, it is a crime. They are responsible for these sanctions. They are responsible for these deaths. The same thing happens in Mali. With Burkina, we have indirect sanctions because people have to understand. When they take their orders from the other side, they come and do everything to apply it. It is shameful. Some have decided not to provide electricity to our countries. It is not free. We pay, and it contributes to their economy. They have tried to make Mali suffer. And of course, by ignoring all the texts and not providing electricity to Mali, hoping that the population would revolt. It does not work. When it lasted, some were forced to make their own people pay by increasing the cost of electricity. It will increase again. This gives us several lessons. Several lessons in the sense that the independence we take, the sovereignty we take, we must do everything for it to be. They have given us very good lessons, and we have understood very well. Some have closed their ports, which goes against all international texts, because we cannot close our ports in a landless country. They did it. They violated the text. The international community did not say a word. No one spoke in the Saudi Arabia. But in their ports, we do not transfer our goods for free. We pay. And those who do it collect today their broken skin. And I think it is a lesson for them too, that we should not always apply the instructions of their masters. They must understand it forever. The Saudi Arabia has never made a statement to congratulate a victory of our armies. Barely, they condemn from the tip of their lips. And very rarely when there are massacres, or when it happens outside the people. In short, we cannot cite all the harm that has been done to our people. But we have decided with all our heart and conscience to withdraw and to focus on our common organization. And that is the IAS. Remember that there is no fear. Because in prospecting and putting us to work, we have noticed one thing. Recently, some have decided to ban the exportation of certain food products to Burkina Faso. Very well, they have given a deadline. We will ensure that at the end of this deadline, we will prohibit the entry of these products on our territory. Thomas Sankara said that the slave who is not able to assume his revolt does not deserve to be pitied on his fate. This slave will only answer for his misfortune if he is deluded by the suspicious condescension of a master who claims to surpass him. Only the struggle liberates. And I want to tell you that if in order to be liberated, a slave is deluded by the providence of a belief that his master has imposed on him to keep him in the darkness, he puts his finger in his eye. He will remain blind forever in the darkness and will never see the day. God himself said that God does not like the lazy. God does not like the ignorant. God does not like the one who does not fight, because he says, help you, and the sky will help you. And I will not pass in silence a part of the slogan of the pioneers who live among us today. Dare to fight, know how to win. We have dared to fight in the U.S. and we will be victorious. Do not be afraid.